could watch you for a lifetime. You're my favorite movie, 1,000 endings. You mean everything to me. I never know what's coming. Forever fascinated. Hope you don't stop running to me, 'cause I'll always be waiting. You are a cinema, I could watch you forever. Action, thriller, I could watch you forever. You are a cinema, a Hollywood treasure. I love you just the way you are. A cinema, a cinema. Stars spell out your name like a science fiction drama. Romance rolling like a flower in the summer. You always keep me guessing. Forever fascinated. I hope you don't stop running to me, 'cause I'll always be waiting. You are a cinema, I could watch you forever. Action, thriller, I could watch you forever. You are a cinema, a Hollywood treasure. I love you just the way you are. A cinema, a cinema. A cinema, a cinema. A cinema, a cinema. A cinema, a cinema.
Welcome everyone, Jeff and Sarah. Today you are surrounded by your loved ones, all of whom have gathered here to witness your marriage and to share in the joy of this special day. Today, as you join yourselves in marriage, there is a vast and unknown future stretching out before you. You are embarking upon one of the grandest adventures of your life together. The story is still yours to write, and all those present are here to come and witness and celebrate the love and commitment that this day has made. Eager to be a part of your story not yet told. Jeffrey and Sarah, I will now ask you both to confirm your declaration of intent. Jeffrey, I'm going to start with you. Please repeat after me. Look at Sarah. They always look at me. They're the best students. Today, I declare my commitment to you, Sarah.
Today, I declare my commitment to you, Sarah.
In front of all present.
In front of all present.
Therefore, I solemnly declare.
Therefore, I solemnly declare.
That I do not know.
That I do not know.
Of any lawful impediment.
Of any unlawful impediment.
You just go quiet. I'll scream. And don't worry if you. Why, I, Jeffrey Tyler Bombardier.
Why, I, Jeffrey Tyler Bombardier.
May not be joined in matrimony.
May not be joined in matrimony.
To you, Sarah Mary Irene Falk.
To you, Sarah Mary Irene Falk.
Sarah, please repeat after me. Today I declare my commitment to you, Jeffrey.
Today I declare my commitment to you, Jeffrey.
In front of all present.
In front of all present.
Therefore, I declare that I do not know.
Therefore, I declare that I do not know.
Of any lawful impediment.
Of any lawful impediment.
It's a real mouthful, isn't it? Why, I, Sarah Mary Irene Falk.
Why, I, Sarah Mary Irene Falk.
May not be joined in matrimony.
May not be joined in matrimony.
To you, Jeffrey Tyler Bombardier.
To you, Jeffrey Tyler Bombardier.
Imagine our lives unfolding, playing out like little Super 8 movies. in a million different ways. Maybe we stay here or move far away. Maybe somewhere they speak our language, or maybe somewhere they don't. Maybe we'll have a little home, or maybe a castle. Maybe we'll grow old together, or maybe we'll have a couple of kids. Maybe we'll have two girls with eyes and a smile, or maybe we'll try for them and find out we can't. Maybe we'll make it big, or maybe we'll stay this way. Only our happiness is each other. Maybe the film will grow and go on forever, or run out before we're ready for it to end. Every film is beautiful, and I'd live them all with you. I will now ask you both to answer this question. In the presence of these witnesses, do you, Jeffrey Tyler Bombardier, take Sarah Mary Irene Falk to be your lawful wedded wife?
I do.
In the presence of these witnesses, do you, Sarah Mary Irene Falk, take Jeffrey Tyler Bombardier to be your lawful wedded husband?
I do.
Maybe it is simply vanity, but there is something in our sameness that draws me back to her again and again. It feels effortless to understand each other, and I've never known someone else who feels so much like my own reflection. It seems the better I know her, the better I get to know myself. And I don't seem to have to change all the things I like to make her like me. But instead, she helps me cut away the parts I never liked about myself. Wedding rings are made precious by our wearing them. Your rings say that even in your uniqueness, you have chosen to be bound together. Let these rings be a sign that love has substance as well as soul, a present as well as a past, and that despite its occasional sorrows, love is a circle of happiness, wonder, and delight. May these rings remind you always of the promises that you have made here today. You've got a so excited look on your face. Can I have the rings, please? Jeff, I'm going to invite you to please place the ring on Sarah's finger and repeat after me. I ask you, Sarah, to forever wear this ring.
Oh, I was just listening.
I can't do all
Sorry,
the
I was
words,
just
you
looking
know,
and
like,
listening.
you have to participate a little.
Yeah, just listening to you. I'm sorry. Guys, can you please say
It's
it
my
again?
voice.
Yeah.
So just repeat after me.
Okay.
All right. I ask you, Sarah,
I ask you, Sarah,
to forever wear this ring
to forever wear this ring
as a sign of my
as a
commitment
sign of my commitment
and the desire of my heart.
and the desire of my heart.
Sarah, please place the ring on Jeff's finger and repeat after me. You could maybe help her.
Big knuckle.
I ask you, Jeff,
I ask you, Jeff,
to forever wear this ring
to forever wear this ring
as a sign of my commitment
as a sign of my commitment
and the desire of my heart.
and the desire of my heart.
The rings you have just exchanged are a symbol of unity. Your two lives are now joined in a complete circle in which wherever you go, you will always return to one another. The time has come for you now to just simply enjoy and celebrate with all present here today. This group of loved ones may never all be brought together in celebration in the same place again. So I would like to ask you both to just take a moment to look back over this group of people and through some quiet reflection, think about how each person here has touched your life and why they're here today. That's a really nice thing to do. Are you good?
I think we're good.
You knew this ceremony. You saw this. And now, as we have all heard Jeff and Sarah make their promises to one another and have witnessed them exchange rings as sign of their promises, it gives me enormous pleasure to invite you to seal these promises with a kiss as I pronounce you husband and wife. Jeff, you may kiss your bride. And now, ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you all, for the very first time, husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Jeff and Sarah Bombardier.
Can we go up now? Do we log it?
Far and wide, I see them searching day and night, spend their lives looking for just a little bit more. Open the sky, pull down the moon, aim for the dark, looking for the truth. But for me, all I know is it's always been you, love. It's always been you, my love. I'll be yours until the sun dies, till the stars fall from the blue sky. All my days, love for a lifetime.
Oh, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said ooh, shut up and dance with me. We were victims of the night, the chemical, physical kryptonite. Help us to the base and the fading light. Oh, we were bound to get together, bound to get together. She took my arm, I don't know how it happened. We took the floor and she said, oh, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said,
All right. Who made the first move? All right.
Who said I love you first?
Honestly, that tracks. Yeah. Who was more likely to be a teacher's pet in school? Yeah, that also makes sense. I know the answer to this one. Who would last longer on a desert island? Yeah, that's right. That is 100% right. You would fall down. Who is more likely to drop their phone in a toilet? It's not that funny if you guys agree on everything. Okay, who takes up more of the bed? You're so much smaller. What are you doing? Okay. Who is the first to admit when they're wrong? This is loaded. All right. You guys are the same. It's fine.
It's 100% so far.
Oh, wait, I lost it. Oh, yeah.
Who is always right? Oh, there we go. Dun, dun, dun.
Who is the most romantic? That came out of left field. I did not see that one.
Okay. Yeah, you got that one, I guess, wrong. If there's a right or wrong to the game, that one was wrong. Who is the morning person? Morning. Like the morning time? Okay, there we go.
Who is the thrill seeker? Hesitant, I get it. All right.
Okay, it's cheesy. Oh, no, it's not. Who is the planner? Yep. Sorry, did you not want pink?
No, it looks beautiful. You did a great job. Who do you love the most? Yeah, I know. That was nice.
Hi, I'm Eric, and I'm Jeff's best man. Jeff actually just told me that I have to keep this age appropriate and nothing offensive. So just give me 1 sec. Okay, let's hope for the best here. It's customary that the best man speak for the groom, but as Jeff put it, Toby and Jeff aren't going to do it. I wasn't Jeff's first choice. I was just the first person to say yes. Yeah, I saw this ad on Craigslist that said, "Need best man. Must do a speech. I'm desperate. Will pay anything." No, I'm just kidding. We are friends. I'm nervous, guys. I'm sorry. I've been texting Jeff quite a bit lately, just asking him details about stories that we've done together. Stories? Stuff we've done together, like, was this person there, or what time was that? And at one point, Jeff was like, are you going to tell that story? And I just responded like, I'm not taking any questions here, buddy. This is my speech. I'm only asking the questions. But anyway, I did prepare something for you guys, and I promised to keep it under an hour and a half, okay? They say that relationships that start under intense circumstances never last. Sandra Bullock said that at the end of Speed. So probably nobody actually says that, but anyway, she was wrong. I'm going to tell you a little story, okay? It's kind of a serious story about a very traumatic event in someone's life, but it's also a love story. The year was 1984. 1984? No, it wasn't. I'm sorry. The year was 1994. It was clear skies on an early fall morning. The air blowing a cool breeze off the surface of the Thompson River. Speed was in theaters. And one young man, it's me, one young man had no idea his life was about to change forever. Young Eric was on his way to his first day of kindergarten. But Eric didn't want to go to kindergarten. Okay, so I had a pretty legitimate meltdown on my first day of kindergarten. I was just screaming and wailing. They had to pry me off of my mom. It was legit. But you know when you when a toddler is just losing his shit, and you're in your head, you're like, come on, dude, just it's nothing. But instead, you just like distract them with anything that's available. Like, yo, buddy, it's okay. Here, look at these flowers. Here, it's okay, buddy. Here, look. And they're like, oh, flowers. Anyway, Jeff was that thing. They were like, they were just like, it's okay, buddy. Look. It's your new friend Jeffrey. They were all waiting for me. They were all in alphabetical order, all on the floor. And the only reason was I'm Bateman, he's Bombardier. Yeah, he was just sitting there with his knee up, like chewing on his sweatpants. It was kind of weird, actually. A little wet spot on his knee. Anyway, it's a true story. Anyway, I just want to say a few thank yous, and then we can start making fun of Jeff. First off, I just want to thank everyone for coming. I know some people came further distances than others. Most people, I think, are from Kamloops or Vancouver. Smart move, choosing Hope. Right in the middle, not too far to come for a free meal. Smart. I'd like to thank all the staff here at American Creek Lodge. Just real quick, the back of house, the bartenders, the photographers. Thank you all so much for making this a meaningful memory for everyone, and most importantly, my friends, Jeff and Sarah. So thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you, Sarah, for saying yes. I know I haven't known you for that long, but I am confident I can speak for the entire room that you deserve an amazing husband. And you and Jeff will be happy together regardless. Jeff, it's a good thing you got her before that happened. I just gotta say. That was good. I know, but thank you, Jeffrey, for the honor of being your best man, and my apologies for what's about to transpire here. No, but seriously, you are one of the most loyal, cool, funny, compassionate. Dude, I can't read your writing. Actually, can you guys just stand up for a second? Can you guys stand up for a second? Aw. Sarah, you make Jeff look so much more attractive than he actually is. Okay, sit back down. It was quite the venture growing up with Jeff. I spent a lot of time at the Bombardiers. Shout out to Ann, Daryl, Toby, Lindsay, and Jeremy. Thank you. I love you guys. I freaking love you guys. The Bombardier house was a fun house, man. A bit of a zoo. 4 kids plus me is 5. But you guys had a lot of pets too. Ben, Tiger, Levi, Shady, Dusty, Missy, Shady, the guinea pigs, mice, rats, and yep. Jeremy and Lindsay had pet mice, like in a cage. Guys, the mice at the pet store are meant to be pets. I hate to break it to you. Toby knows what they're for. Some lucky mice, though. They have no idea. But anyway, Jeff's house was pretty fun. We would play Super Nintendo in the basement, hockey on the deck, and if you asked Daryl nicely, we could play darts in the rec room. I never got in trouble. Jeff just got in trouble for both of us. And then I would just swap friends for a bit and play with them. Oh, I can't say that one. It was fun playing soccer with Jeff. We played on the same team for 8 years. We'd all pile into the hillbilly diesel limo, the 84 Chevy Suburban. Mom, dad, 5 kids, a husky, and a pit bull. It sort of looked like the camper van just over there, except with less curtains. But yeah, me and Jeff were actually really good at soccer, like one of the best teams. Like we were really good. No, we were pretty bad, actually. But most importantly, we had fun. Can't read my own writing. Okay, yeah, but no, I just want to say, and this is particularly for Ann and Daryl, I really, truly cherish those memories to this day, and you're amazing parents, amazing people. I feel so blessed to have had those experiences as a kid, and Jeremy, Lindsay, Toby, my heart goes out to you. Thank you guys very much. Okay, yeah, thanks, yeah. So being Jeff's best friend and hanging out all the time, things could get a bit competitive from time to time. I think since I've always been taller and better looking and more charming than Jeff, it seemed he made it his life purpose to just be better at me at like things that didn't matter. Whether it was like Mario Kart or skateboarding or track and field, he always seemed to be an inch better. I don't know why. I guess I set the bar for him, right? I inspired him, right? Jeff was better at me at art, too. Oh, no, I skipped a part. I'm sorry. Going back. Rewind. First job, 15. Mine was 16. First car, just a few years before me. And Jeff was quite the artist as well. In grade 9 art class, when he made a bong instead of a vase, the teacher told him to look creative and put it on display in the hall with all the other vases. I don't even remember what my vase looked like. But nobody give Jeff any weed tonight. He'll get paranoid and go to bed and miss his wedding. He don't do that no more, okay? In the fall of '99, the Bombardiers moved to Rayleigh, a suburb of Kamloops, and before long we matured into young men. Jeff's older brother, Toby, I guess, saw some potential in us, because he started to invite us to hang out with the big kids a bit more. That was interesting. Partying in Rayleigh was like Dazed and Confused meets Wayne's World, but like the redneck Kamloops version. The entire section got canceled. It's actually just, oh, there's some right there. There's some, that's a good one. I wish I could tell that one. All right, back to you two. The day I met Sarah didn't disappoint. Okay, oh no. No, that was just a joke, so I don't have to write it down. Okay. Story time. Bring. I answered the phone. It's Jeff. He says, "Hey, it's Jeff. Hey, man, come bar hopping. We're in Port Moody." And I said, "Okay, it's not really Vancouver, but I'll try to make it." By the time I get there, my phone died, and I was just like poking my head in this like strip of breweries, trying to find him. And I checked everyone. Christine was there. She was there. She can back me up. It was a true story. It was the last bar on the strip, and I get there, and when I got there and I poked my head in and I found him, I was excited because I was like, this sucks. I came all the way out here. I better fucking find the guy. And he just looked shocked. He was like, "Eric, what's up, buddy?" I think he forgot he even invited me. But Christine was DD that night, because Jeff had a little bit to drink that night. Sarah was good though; she was fine. She just seemed a little embarrassed. I'm sorry, buddy. It's almost over. I'm almost at the end here. Just like, all right. Okay, yeah. Sorry. So so we're drinking, hanging out, and eventually we go for a walk, and then we're all talking, and me and Jeff had a bit to talk about, so we ended up being a little bit ahead of the girls, or we're not, and they're a bit behind. We're outside walking, and at one point I'm just like, let's hang out, let's go wait out for the girls, and look behind, and they're about like 30 yards behind or whatever, and Jeff just goes like this. He see Sarah, they go like. And then Sarah just looks excited, and I gotta get this part right because it's fucking golden. Yeah, Sarah just lights up, and you can just tell these two just adore each other. That kind of sparkle in their eyes that says, we have so much fun together. And yeah, so she just runs over all excited. Leaps into his arms. And down they went. All right, Jeff. Jeff, you might be better at some things than me, and I might be older than you. Or, sorry, you might be better at me at some things, but I am older and I'm wiser. And Sarah, this next part is for you too, okay? I'm going to drop some advice on you, some insight, if you will, some science on maintaining a happy marriage, okay? I'm serious. It's going to help. I call it the above 50 rule. So you know in the movie Speed, right? Bear with me here. So in the movie Speed, it has a pretty outrageous plot, actually. It's amazing what they got away with in the 90s, if you really think about it. For those of you who haven't seen it, the bad guy just like literally calls up the cops and he's like, pop quiz, hot shot. If there's a bomb on a bus, and if that bus goes under 50 miles an hour, that bus is gonna explode. And then Keanu Reeves, like the young, hot 90s Keanu Reeves, is just like runs and jumps on the bus while it's in motion. It's a great movie anyway. If you haven't seen it, go see it. Anyway, what I'm getting at here is the bus is your marriage, okay? And the miles an hour is how much effort you put in. Jeff, since you've already totaled more cars than grains of sand on a beach, Sarah, you're driving the bus, okay? Plus, the girl drives the bus in the movie anyhow. But anyway, it's still a team effort. Keanu and Sandra, they needed each other, man. You got to work together. You got to continuously put in a minimum of 50, or the bus will explode. That's just how it goes. But we're less crazy in Canada too, so it's like 50 kilometers an hour. So use that to your advantage. I'm serious. 50 miles an hour is really fast. Like how does it? Crazy movie. Anyway, but there's going to be. It's not that simple. I'm sorry. Hello. It's not that simple. You're going to have obstacles, challenges along the way. You're going to sometimes put a little more effort. You might have to run a red light and swerve out of the way, and it takes a little more effort, you know? I'm at the end. This is the end. This is the end now. This is the end now. And it's going to take a little bit more than just effort, like problem solving and quick thinking, right? There might be a gap in the road up ahead, and it's big, and you might just need to floor it and clear that gap. Ferris Bueller's friend might just show up with a gun, and anyway, you get the idea. Always put in the effort, keep it above 50, and you'll be good. Okay? Right? I think that's pretty good. Actually, in the movie, the bus does explode, but they escape out a trap door in the floor, kind of slide out the back between the tires on a piece of sheet metal. Yeah. There's a metaphor there for having babies. Use your imagination. My time's up. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I am Matthew, the younger brother of the bride. I'm going to start today by reading a note from our paternal grandfather, who cannot be here today. Dear Sarah and Jeff, we wish you a glorious wedding experience followed by decades of happiness together. We wish we could have been with you today, yet hope for an opportunity to meet in the near future. With our love, Granddad and Halal. I will now say a few words of my own. First, I want to congratulate Sarah and Jeff on their marriage. You two have an amazing connection, and I'm so happy for you guys. Thank you guys also for putting together such a nice evening. It's great to see all of this family and friends from both sides under the same roof here tonight. Now, I hate to admit this, but as kids, Sarah was always the more adventurous one. We went to Disneyland when she was 9 and I was 7. and I can still remember her gleefully running from roller coaster to roller coaster, having the time of her life. Let's just say I was a little more reluctant. I probably spent a lot more that week with my mom. Aside from her thrill-seeking ways, some of her top traits in my eyes are her grit and tenacity. She has been tenacious in both her personal life and her professional life. I've seen it many times. I saw her give a great speech at her friend Sarah's wedding, which I know she was really nervous for, but she did an amazing job, and that encouraged me to think that I could give a speech today. And more relevant to today, she was actually extremely nervous to meet Jeff for their first date. So, when Jeff saw her walk into the brewery that they went to, her nerves apparently were obvious. He thought to himself, oh boy, this could be a long evening. What have I gotten myself into? Well, they were there for 3 hours that night, but I don't think it felt long in the way that Jeff had feared. And I can say, if my dating app experience is any indication, a lot of people do cancel when they feel this way. I'm glad she didn't, or we may not be here today. On that note, it has been great to get to know Jeff over these last few years. I'm looking forward to many more weekend trips and hopefully days out on the golf course. Now finally, this is the part where I'm supposed to offer you marriage advice. I'm not quite qualified to do so. So I'll just say, I hope you guys are able to continue to do things you're afraid of, and through that, you will inspire the other to do the same. So cheers to Jeff and Sarah.
My name is Millicent. Sarah and I met when we were 18 years old, living together in a new city for university, at a time when we were both very shy, nervous, and awkward. And quite frankly, nothing has changed since that first day we met, and we have greatly bonded over this. Sarah is everything you could want in a friend. She is the one who taught me that you could find a soulmate in a friend, not just a romantic partner. She is the one I call when something bad happens, something great, something embarrassing, something sad, and I know that she will always listen. And no matter what, she will tell me that I am right. There is no one else I could talk to on the phone for 4 hours and feel like no time has passed. She is the one who, when we are together, we laugh until our sides hurt. She is my wild child, one of the most special souls to walk this earth. Sarah builds me up like no one else ever can, and she never fails to see the best in others. I always wished that Sarah would meet someone who deserved her, but I never thought anyone could ever quite live up to the qualities of such a special person. And then she met Jeff. And he is just as kind, sensitive, humble, caring, and hardworking. And from what I hear, just as silly when no one else is watching. I hear about how he dotes on her, how he hates when she is upset, and will do anything he can to fix it, rather than brushing her off as too sensitive. Because the world would be a much better place if people were even a fraction as thoughtful as Sarah. And I'm so happy now knowing that there are two of you, and somehow you managed to find each other in this crazy world. I can't wait to watch you grow together as one of the most lovely couples I could ever imagine. So please raise a glass to toast the couple, Sarah and Jeff.
Okay, so everybody else has been funny. I'm not funny. Some things may sound funny, but I'm not trying to be funny. So just know that. Haha. Okay, so I'm Sarah, and I have known Sarah for a very long time. She is my oldest friend. I've known her since I was 3 years old. Very similar to Eric. Those kindergarten days, lots of fun, haha. Again, I'm not trying to be funny. Okay. all of my best, okay, ha. All of my best moments in my childhood are because of her. Every single one she is in. Yep. I didn't have it written, but yes, thank you, Falk family, for everything that you've done and given to me throughout my childhood. It was magical because of you. So thank you. So as kids, by the time Sarah and I were 8 years old, we thought that we were twins. I mean, it's very clear. I do blame 1998 version of The Parent Trap for this, because we thought that we were separated at birth, and we found proof. We went through old photo albums from her house and from my house, and we compared car seats. They were the same. Our blankets were the same. And we had the same first name. I mean, it was overwhelming proof. So, needless to say, for years, we believed that we were twins. And I don't know, that was a lot of proof. I'm still curious. I've never really addressed it with Judy and Chris. Who knows, right? Similar to what Millicent said, Sarah is the friend that you can call and spend hours and hours chatting with because she's so thoughtful and so kind, just an amazing listener. Being in a friendship with Sarah taught me that relationships aren't about the extravagant things that we do and the gifts that we give, but it's about the time that we invest and the words that we pass along. And I know that that is exactly what you're giving in this marriage, Sarah. And I commend you for that. And clearly you found someone who gives that just back to you. And so I'm so happy for both of you. But you taught me that before anyone else. Every summer of my childhood, Judy and my mom would arrange that I would come and visit Sarah for about 2 weeks. Every single year, I don't know how they did it, but they did it for us. And we were inseparable, and those are the memories that I cherish so much. Sarah, you are incredible. You are so humble in everything that you do. You are incredibly, incredibly kind. And honest. You are honest even when you know it's going to suck, what the reaction will be. You are honest to a fault, and that is a quality that not many people are. It's admirable. You are so consistent. You are the only person in my entire life who has been so consistent through and through, day in and day out, no matter what. And I think we can all attest to that. We can call you and you will pick up. We can text you and you're going to respond. You are that person for each and every one of us sitting at that table with you tonight. You are an absolute gift to me, and I'm so grateful for you in my life. So, Jeff, on that note, I'm incredibly thankful for you that you get to partner with Sarah on this lifelong journey of marriage. I am married, and I have no advice. Because every day, well, I guess here's my advice. Every day is different and every day is new. Wake up every morning just knowing that you're going to make mistakes and that you're not going to do it perfectly, but have grace for each other because you're always going to be growing. You're going to change from the people you are today. 10 years from now, you're going to be different people. So love each other through and through and embrace each other as you grow. To Jeff, I trust that you will always honor and treasure her all the days of your life. And I just pray that your marriage will be strong and brave and full of compassion for each other and filled with just a lifetime of adventure and fun. So cheers to you, the amazing couple, Jeff and Sarah, for a lifetime filled with joy and love.
Thanks very much for the introduction. And welcome to everyone, and many thanks to each of you for coming here today to share with Jeff Sarah, and all of us this very special day. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Chris, and together with my lovely wife, Judy, we are the proud parents of our gorgeous bride. I'm delighted to be with you here today and to share with you a memory or two of Sarah from when she was growing up. The first memory is one that, sadly, does not reflect well on me or on my parenting skills. When Sarah was very young, and prior to her brother Matthew arriving on the scene 2 years later, we continued to travel and to go to restaurants in much the same way as we had done prior to Sarah being born, carrying Sarah around in a portable car seat. Actually, the one that Sarah referred to in her talk. Anyway, when she was a month old, we spent a week on Galiano Island, where I have a couple of particular memories of our time with Sarah, both of which were in restaurants. At one of those restaurants, Sarah began to cry. So, trying my best to be a good new father, I took her outside and was swinging her in her car seat, trying to settle her down. I returned a few minutes later to the table without Sarah, explaining to Judy that a very nice woman had offered to help settle Sarah down. Judy was not impressed that I had left our newborn in the hands of a stranger and sent me back out to retrieve Sarah. Fortunately, the lady looking after Sarah was as nice as she had seemed to me and had not run off taking Sarah with her. Not something that one would do today, or for that matter, that I should have done then. Baby Sarah, no doubt, was severely traumatized by this early abandonment. However, given the smile on her face today, she seems finally to have begun her recovery. My second memory from Galiano was at another restaurant at dinner, speaking with a woman who was not particularly maternal. Sarah had been exceptionally well behaved this time at the restaurant, but I remember this woman saying that we would be stuck with her for another 20 years. Well, in fact, she underestimated the number of years. But far from being stuck with Sarah, it has been a wonderful experience. From an early age, as Matthew mentioned, Sarah has been very adventurous. When she was still quite young, we went to Disneyland, where she insisted that I take her on a ride called Space Mountain, which essentially was an indoor roller coaster that ran through the dark. She absolutely loved it and made me take her on it again and again. Matthew was too small to join us, so Judy was spared the experience. Not too long after we returned home to Vancouver, we went to the PNE, where we repeated the experience at one of the rides there. Although the repeated rides didn't faze Sarah, it clearly was too much for me, as it's put me off of rides ever since. In any case, Sarah has continued to be an adventure lover, having tried skydiving, bungee jumping, and surfing, as well as actively participating in hiking and some fairly adventurous travel. Sarah is very intelligent, as illustrated by her university degrees from McGill and from Thompson Rivers, as well as by the success that she has had in her career as a counselor, particularly of autistic children. Sarah is also very determined. As I mentioned, her first degree is from McGill, where she decided she wanted to go when she was still quite young. She applied herself at school to make that happen, and then worked hard once she got to university. She also has shown the same sort of determination in her figure skating. She started late for a figure skater, but worked hard, overcame injuries, and became quite accomplished, as a result of which she ultimately ended up teaching figure skating, which she has continued to do on a part-time basis. Finally, although I could go on as a totally unbiased observer, talking about Sarah's many virtues and attributes, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome Jeff to our family and to say how pleased we are that Sarah has found such a great guy and one with whom she shares so many interests. Jeff is intelligent, kind, and thoughtful, and like Sarah, someone who loves adventure. The fact that Jeff has turned out so well is a tribute to the great job that his parents, Daryl and Ann, did raising him. So thanks to both of them. Thanks also to my wife, Judy, who did a terrific job raising Sarah, often while I was a somewhat absentee father, working relatively long hours. In closing, I note that I am very confident that Sarah and Jeff will take good care of each other and that they will continue to build a very happy life together. So please raise your glasses and join me in a toast to the happy couple. To Jeff and Sarah.
Okay, we just want to say a quick thank you to everyone for coming. It's so special to us to see all of you here from different parts of our lives, and we can't thank you enough for being here. Thank you in particular to people who've come from far away, Rachel and Steve, Sarah from Ontario, Kayla and Zach from Quebec, and a number of other people from Alberta, and we know you all had to travel here because we picked a venue in the middle of nowhere, so thank you everyone.
Oh, jeez. I just want to say just thanks everybody for coming and joining us on a special day. Mom, Dad, Chris, Judy, thank you guys for everything. Thank you for letting me join your family, Chris and Judy. And that's a bit of an insider, but to the wedding.
I call you when I need you and my heart's on fire. You come to me wild and wired. You come to me and give me everything I need. Give me a lifetime of promises and a world of dreams. Speak the language of love like you know what it means. And it can't be wrong. Take my heart and make it strong, babe. You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone I've ever met. And I'm stuck on your heart. Rolling back to you. Never thought